Luke Rabari of Equity Armor Investments joins us now for our final trade of the day. Great to have you on the show, Luke.
Great seeing you again.
So we're coming off of a hot run with the S&P 500 hitting that record high yesterday. What's on the minds of traders, do you think, for Friday going into the weekend?
Well, hopefully for the traders, a lot. I mean, there's a lot of news. Obviously, let's go with geopolitical stuff. Talking about Iran and the missile they shot down the drone with. The premier of China is in North Korea right now. We've got Vladimir Putin saying that relations with the U.S. are not going to get that much better. So there's a lot of geopolitical stuff. Obviously, as you know, oil is up 5%. It's come back a little bit, but oil is up big. It's been trending down, so that was a little bit expected. And the markets are up, which is hard to believe. So I think right now traders are thinking, what's going to happen over the weekend? What's going to happen next week? It's time to have some protection on, maybe buy some VIX calls, maybe buy some puts, maybe overlay some of your long stocks, because you know the market can move 300-400 points on a simple tweet or just some news flash.
Well, that's just the point. How aggressive has this market been for you as far as trading goes?
Well, the market has been, it's been surprising us for the last, I'm not going to say for the last few months, for the last few years. If you look at where's the growth been in the market, how many companies, when you talk about earnings or when you talk about numbers, how many companies, not in the last few years, but in the last 5-6 years, have been saying we've increased our investment, our capital investment in new plants. We're hiring hundreds or thousands of more people. How much have you heard about that? And how much have you heard about stock buybacks, financial engineering, mergers, reverse mergers? It just seems like that the growth, a lot of this market growth has been from financial engineering. There's been a huge buyback in the market for the last 10 years. So the actual quantity of stocks available has gone down. We've had to say, you have to be in this market. It is what it is. You can't cry about it, but you should own some protection. You should own some volatility because it's starting to look toppy.
That's very true. What is your outlook for the market for the summer?
For the summer, I think we're going to kind of float around here. We're going to go back and forth. There's a lot of news coming out, the G20. We've been consistent in saying there will be no deal. There's always broad strokes, or there's always good feelings, right? There's good intentions, but this deal with China is kind of like my diet. There's been a lot of planning, and it's going to happen any time, but it's never gotten started, right? It's not going to get started this time either. They're going to have some broad strokes, but the details are what's really important. And the U.S. and China don't only have to agree, it has to be the Europeans also that get on board with this new regime. I don't see it happening in June. So I think we kind of stay in a range unless there's some huge geopolitical news which could take the market lower if it's negative, obviously.
Thank you for your Trader Talk today.
Thanks for having me again.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.